Hey everyone, so I'm quickly going to go through the framed Bible memory verse game for the kids, and I'll take you through it step by step. So what you do is you get preferably colored paper, different colored paper, if we're going to split the kids into different groups. And what you do with a colored paper, so you'd have to do this for each colored paper. And preferably the paper would be not, these are A4 size, preferably it would be in A3 size, which is two A4s, and A3 size papers are available in all stationaries. I can come with some for the first few weeks, but I only have them in white, so it's not different color. So what you do with the paper, once you have it, is you cut a frame around it with scissors. So what I did is I put it in, I fold it in half, but not necessarily a tight fold. And then I took my scissors and kind of went around the edge so that the paper gave me this. So this became my border or my frame. And what I did with the piece that I got from the mill is I wrote a memory verse on it. So this is for God so loved the world, John 3:16. I wrote a memory verse on it. And then just to illustrate what you'd kind of do if you don't have different colored paper, I used, so if I was using purple, for instance, like the or the upside down, like the one I have in the font here, what I do is also shade kind of the border purple like that. And if you don't have colored paper, what you do is basically use different colors for, so that it like just for the differentiation. So you show that these are different teams for the kids. So if you have 5 teams, then that means you would have 5 frames, 5 papers in 5 different colors. Make sense? Great. So then I put my border on this side, and I took this and started cutting it up. So like, for God so loved the world, I started cutting it up to get these pieces. See? So each line by line. And then from there, I cut them up even further into tinier pieces. So this is like, can you see that? Focus only. So I cut them into tinier pieces. So that means for like each word had its own piece. So for God so loved the world, that would mean I would cut, I'm cutting 4 out of this for God. So what I'm making is sort of like a puzzle, so that each word can actually be put in the memory verse. Can be put to complete the memory verse. So what I do is, that was Agnes. She helps take care of her home. Awesome. So sorry, I'm cutting pieces up here. Then I'm gonna try to tilt this so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Is it focusing? I can tell. I really can't tell, but yeah, well, yeah. Okay. So I've got little pieces here, and so what I end up having is kind of like a puzzle, like different words that would form the memory verse if they're all put together. Make sense? So this is what I end up having. And so this group, for example, the purple group, their work, well, I haven't finished cutting this up, but you get the point. So their job is to get the small pieces and fit it into their frame such that they've fully completed the memory verse. So once they complete their frame, it should end up looking something like this. See? Because this frame was cut out of, this piece was cut out of this. So once they put the tiny pieces, it should fit perfectly into the paper. So the idea is to get these papers well, the different teams to get these papers filled up in a certain amount of time. The team that does it faster wins. To make it a bit more interesting, we would have 4 corners or 5 corners in the room with these papers actually, well, these frames actually stuck on the wall with tape. Kind of like stuck on the wall with tape, and then the kids would have to kind of take that and put tape on the back. Belle, I'm coming. Tape on the back and kind of like tape it where they feel it would have to be to complete the memory verse. I hope that makes sense. The team that does it the fastest wins, and preferably each team should have like an instructor, not helping, but assisting. If you have any questions, let me know. Love you. Bye. Pose. Come on.